Welcome back to the Pitwall Pod, your weekly deep dive into all things Formula One. Today, we're dissecting everything from the fifth race of the season, the high speed, high drama Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at the spectacular Jeddah Corniche circuit. And what a weekend it was! We had record-breaking laps, dramatic crash, and a stellar performance from McLaren's rising star, Oscar Piastri. Let's go through the weekend session by session, starting with free practice. Free practice 1, feeling the track. Friday, April 18th, afternoon session. The weekend kicked off with Pierre Gasly surprisingly topping the timesheets with a 1:29.239. It was a confidence boost from Alpine after a shaky start to the season in Australia. Lando Norris was just behind in P2, while Charles Leclerc put Ferrari in the top three. The session ran smoothly, overall giving drivers a chance to refamiliarize themselves with the demanding 6.1-kilometer circuit with its 27 corners. Jeddah is one of the fastest street circuits on the calendar, and it doesn't forgive mistakes, so getting confidence early is crucial. Free practice 2, lights on, pace up. Friday evening, most representative conditions. Lando Norris came alive under the lights, setting the fastest time with a 1:28.267. Oscar Piastri was close behind, making it a McLaren 1-2, a major warning shot to the rest of the grid. Max Verstappen took third, but didn't look fully comfortable with the setup, and Yuki Tsunoda had a crash in the final corner bringing out a red flag. Thankfully, he was uninjured. McLaren looked dialed in, especially in the slower corners where their car was planted. It's clear they've taken another step forward in 2025. Free practice 3, the final tune-up. Saturday afternoon, warmer conditions, more traffic. Once again, it was McLaren at the top. Norris posted a blistering 1:27.489, with Piastri just 0.024 seconds behind. George Russell, Verstappen, and Leclerc round out the top five, and Mercedes seemed more settled here, especially with Antonelli improving every lap. With McLaren dominating all three practice sessions, all eyes turned to qualifying. But as we know, anything can happen under pressure. Qualifying. Verstappen's statement. Norris disaster. Saturday evening, qualifying drama in Jeddah. Q1 and Q2 saw strong pace from McLaren and Red Bull, with Norris topping Q2. But the drama hit in Q3. After a fast opening lap, Norris hit a wall in Sector 1. The crash brought out a red flag and compromised other drivers' laps. Max Verstappen took pole with a record 1:27.294, laying down the gauntlet. Oscar Piastri slotted into P2, just a tenth behind. George Russell took P3 for Mercedes, while Leclerc qualified fourth. Verstappen was clinical, but Piastri's consistency all weekend made you wonder, could he finally convert front-running pace into a win? Race day, the Oscar show in Jeddah. Sunday, April 20th, 50 laps under the lights. 1. Oscar Piastri takes his moment. Starting from P2, Piastri had a brilliant launch and overtook Verstappen into turn 1. From there, he controlled the race with composure beyond his years. Verstappen stayed within 2-3 seconds but never really threatened. Piastri took his third season win, becoming the championship leader with 99 points and the first Australian in many years. It was a breakthrough moment, not just a win, but a dominant one. In clean air, Piastri was untouchable. Max Verstappen finishes P2. Red Bull just didn't quite have the race pace on the night. Also, with a 5-second penalty, the chance to win was lost. Verstappen stayed close but couldn't respond to Piastri's sector times, especially in the final third of the lap. Charles Leclerc returns to the podium. A solid and clean drive from Leclerc gave Ferrari their first podium of the season. He held off pressure from behind, managing tires well and keeping the prancing horse in the mix. Lando Norris, recovery king, starting P10 after his quali crash, Norris carved his way through the field and finished P4. He also set the fastest lap of the race. Another sign that McLaren might be in serious title contention this year. Other notable results: George Russell P5, clean, consistent, but not quick enough to challenge the podium. Also, not so good on tire wear. Kimi Antonelli P6. Only his fifth race in F1, the 18-year-old looked mature, defending from season's rivals. Carlos Sainz P8, very happy with the result and to have double points for the team. Fernando Alonso P11, not the result Aston Martin were hoping for. Early drama: Tsunoda versus Gasly. A lap 1 collision between Tsunoda and Gasly triggered a safety car. Tsunoda dived up the inside, clipped Gasly, and both lost out. Both drivers retired from the race. Championship standings after Saudi Arabia. Drivers' Championship: 1. Oscar Piastri, 99 points. 2. Lando Norris with 89 points. 3rd, Max Verstappen with 87 points. Constructors' Championship: 1. McLaren with 151 points. 2. Mercedes with 111 points. And 3rd, Red Bull with 89 points. Let that sink in. McLaren leads both championships after 5 races. The papaya renaissance is real. Final thoughts: Oscar Piastri has officially arrived as a title contender. Red Bull are no longer invincible, and McLaren's 2025 car is the real deal. And Norris Piastri may be the most balanced driver duo on the grid. Mercedes and Ferrari are in the hunt, but they'll need a breakthrough soon. That wraps up our breakdown of the 2025 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Next up, Miami with a sprint weekend. Can Ferrari and Mercedes come back and close the gap more on McLaren? Will the McLaren momentum roll on? Tune in 2 weeks as we preview Miami and the paddock buzz around F1's rising star. And before the Miami recap, we have a podcast episode about Liam Lawson's girlfriend, Hannah St. John. Lights out.